Hello readers and rising, welcome back. Okay, I can explain. First off, the appearance. I just got off of work, so I do apologize, but I'm not changing my look for this. Secondly, I know that this video is late, in terms of TBR, wrap-up, whatever. And there is a valid reason for that. It's because the weekend of Halloween, not only was I working, but I had like 3 tests and like a paper and like another project. It was busy. My teachers don't care about spooky season, evidently. But I didn't particularly have time to read the story that I really wanted to finish. And I decided that I'm not going to allow something that is supposed to be a stress reliever for me and something that I really enjoy to become a stressful situation for me and something that I stress about. I'm just not going to do that because I enjoy reading and I enjoy writing too much. And I don't want to lose either of those because reading helps me write and writing helps me read. So that's partly why there's that, and I know that if you look at my Goodreads, my cat just jumped, and I know that if you look at my Goodreads, it says that Knock 'em Stiff was finished in November. It was, but again, I'm counting it as an October wrap-up because, you know, that's just what we're gonna do. But yeah, October wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good as I was expecting it to be, reading-wise. So let's get into that. By the way, if you guys like move at all, it's because my cat is up here and she's very fascinated with all the cords and the light. I'm gonna do my best to edit that out, but I may not catch one of her bops that she does. So first off, we actually have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I do not have this book physically right now. It's because I lent it out to someone. I was like, listen, you need to read this book. It's so different from what like I thought it was gonna be. It's so good. It's so good. And he agreed with me. He's like, it's weird how like I thought it was gonna be and how it's portrayed and like everything, but it's completely not that. I'm like, I know. So I don't have that book, but I gave Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. And within the book that I got, there were other short stories which I counted like individually because I need to catch up on the reading rush, and you will see that when I do my wrap up of school that I could have cheated a lot more than this, so this is not a big deal. Like, believe me, I could be in the hundreds right now, okay? But The Body Snatcher, this one is actually, I was told, I was reading things, it's based on real crimes of these students just going around pulling or digging up cadavers and then, you know, doing stuff with them. But Robert Louis Stevenson puts a little twist on the end. Some people really didn't like the twist. I didn't mind the twist. I kind of expected that twist to be there. That's what I thought it was the entire time, and people were like, I don't like that. I'm like, what? Yeah, I wasn't disappointed. I liked it. But I gave that one 3 stars. And then we have Markheim, which I gave 4 stars. This one, it is about I believe someone killing a store owner and then just kind of sitting and talking. I believe it's death or evil, one of the two, and just like contemplating what they had done. And this was related a lot to crime and punishment, which now I actually really want to read. Up until this point, didn't want to read it at all, but this made me want to, so there we go. Evidently this was a trend I read for authors such as Robert Louis Stevenson during this time to copy or rewrite popular works at the time. I'm like, that's kind of cool that they did that and now we're kind of doing that again. But The Bottle Imp, I gave this one 3 stars. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember too much about it. I just remember it's like making a deal with a devil and then that backfiring, obviously. I like the premise. I think I would have just liked a bit more from the premise. That's why I couldn't really rate it higher or anything. Again, I don't remember too much about it, but I guess I enjoyed it. How to Pronounce Knife by Savan Kam. Thamavongasa. I sincerely apologize. I believe this author is from Thailand. So I'm not really familiar with how to pronounce their names and other stuff like that. So I do apologize, but this is just a collection of short stories. I'm not gonna lie, I've read like 5 of them. I like them. It's just for class, and then I have to write a paper about it, which I did. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed this. I really enjoy the writing style of this author. I just wish that like these were actual like full-length stories, if that makes sense. Yeah, overall, not too many thoughts. I enjoyed it. Moving on. Knock 'Em Stiff by Donald Ray Pollock. I'm not gonna lie, when I first got this book, my expectations were really high, probably higher than they should have been, because I absolutely love The Devil All the Time by the same author. This one didn't disappoint me. That's not the right word. But it is a collection of short stories, and a few of them I really liked, especially the beginning ones. But towards the end, I was just like, I don't really care, if that makes sense. And I do understand the collection of short stories is supposed to follow different people, but the way he does it is that they're different people, but they may have met a character that we've already read about or we will read about. And for me, sometimes, especially with the big breaks that I did in between, it was hard to keep up with what character I was reading, what character had already been introduced, that kind of stuff. And like I read a review on here that said like you have to read this like continuously. You can't take breaks. And I do agree with that. I wish that I would have maybe stuck with 5, 10-ish characters and then gone back and forth, because towards the end, like these people, I'm like, they're not as well developed as the ones up here. They don't know the ones up here, and the ones up here know other people, talk about other people, that kind of stuff. So it was a bit more interesting because they all felt connected in this really small town, whereas like they seem like standalone people that just kind of happen to live in Knock 'Em Stiff. His writing style is gritty but enjoyable, like always. No complaints there. Really, typically, it's just I wanted more of it. Like with The Devil All the Time, it goes back and forth between these characters, so you get to know them and experience it, and then the other characters talked about them, and then they like show up, and you're like, oh, you know, that's smart. That sometimes happened here, it sometimes didn't. So I didn't hate the story. Didn't live up to my expectations or The Devil All the Time, but I still gave it 4 stars. So, and that is it for my wrap up. Now let's move into the TBR. I'll keep it short. There are a few that I've done already, so I won't bore you with that, but let's get into it. The Gymnastic Game by Clive Barker. This one I've talked about already. It's basically just playing a game with the devil. And I was like, you know what? I don't care if spooky season is over. I want to read this still, so I picked it up. You know, I haven't even started it. I did it like last night when I finished Knock 'Em Stiff. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I am kind of scared, I guess, because this is a bigger book, and I haven't been in a reading slump, but I haven't been completely motivated to read like I am sometimes. So I'm like, I don't know, will this big book deter me? But we'll just kind of have to find out that way. So, Lore Olympus by Rachel Smith. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot this book existed until like it got published in this format. I actually read this book when it's still being posted week by week, I think, but like I want to say like I was reading it with the stuff that's like happening in a year. Like some of this doesn't even look familiar. So like I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've never really been into graphic novels or anything, but this one I enjoy. You guys know me, I love mythology, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I probably has. I love Greek mythology, especially around Hades and Persephone, because that story can just be so twisted and parts of it are so loose that it can just be changed and all that. I am actually working on a mythology story myself revolving around I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna keep it a secret because I don't know. But it revolves around a goddess that isn't talked about a lot, but she's really powerful. And she's actually in coercion, I guess would be the correct word, in actual mythology with Hades. Like, they live next to one another. So I'm looking forward to tell his and Persephone's story, because it's all going to be background as well as her story. But I'm going to put my spin on it too. So I just love doing that. I love just basic mythologies, taking that and being like, hey, I want to put my spin onto this. So yeah, in graphic novels I found, like, I can read like multiple chapters in one sitting, like it's nothing. So hopefully this will help me. The artwork is absolutely beautiful, and Rachel is actually really funny. Like I forgot how funny this book was, and it's hilarious. Like, congratulations, girl. But yeah, volume 1 just came out, and I think volume 2 is about to come out. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. And then also, if you follow me on Goodreads, you would have seen that I'm still reading The Butterfly Garden. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what is happening with this one. I honestly don't know if I like the story or not, or if I'm just not in the mood to listen to an audiobook, or it's because I don't want to listen to this audiobook, or it's like I just don't want to do that. I'd rather listen to music. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can't give you an answer. But like, this book was short, especially on the speed that I had it on. It was like 5 hours long on like 2.4 speed. And I still haven't finished it. Partly it's because I'd rather listen to music most days than an audiobook. Just don't know what's going on, honestly. Like, I'm more than halfway through. I want to say I have like an hour or less to finish this book. And I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I enjoy it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't love it. You know, but like, I have all these other audiobooks I need to get through. Like, I literally have like 10 just waiting to be downloaded, because they keep on having these freaking deals that's like, buy 3 for 1 credit. So I get them, and then I can't get to them because I don't finish one. I haven't finished one. So I might just switch over, rotate. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on there. I honestly don't. So I can't give you any updates on Audible TBR. And then honestly, I can't even give you updates on my physical TBR besides the Gymnastic Game and lower Olympus, because I don't know what reading mood I'm in. Like, I don't have a particular genre where I'm just like, I'm interested in that right now. It's like, oh, I guess whatever interests me on that day, I'll read. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear. Just watch me on Goodreads. We'll figure it out together, my people. Yeah, that's honestly about it. Again, I do sincerely apologize for this video being late. I'm going to apologize for my new releases video. Gonna be late. I apologize for the way I look. But it's just been a rough, stressful month involving school, and then with writing and reading and just work and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, I'm recovering slowly. We're almost at Thanksgiving break. We have 3 weeks left in class, and then I can like maybe get a break. So yeah, that's really fun. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. It'll mean the world to me if you follow me on all my other social media, since it's Instagram, Facebook, and all my reading platforms. It will be down in the description below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!